Hello everyone, I am Anuja Shrivastava and I welcome you all in class 7 physics class. Today I will start the second chapter and the name of that chapter is force and pressure, in which we will also study about the motion. So let's start the topic motion. Motion, that means you are moving somewhere, you are going by car, by plane, walking and utilizing other vehicle. That means what is motion? Motion is the term which is defined as a change in position with respect to time. As right now you are also observing, in the starting I was standing over here, and when I was starting the writing, at that time the change in my position also takes, and at that change also takes some time. That's why the change in position with respect to time. So you observe that one motion also right now. So let's see, if you are traveling by car and you are just moving by the car, and when you are moving by the car you are just observing the lamp post, the trees, the houses and the other things. But at that time what happened, you are moving and that objects are at the rest, and same time you just consider the persons which are sitting with you inside the car, just like the driver, your parents, everyone. At that time your co-passengers are also rest with respect to you, because you are inside the car, but they are at the rest with respect to you because the car is moving. That means we can say the motion and rest, these two terms are relative. These two terms are relative. That's why whenever we will talk about the motion, the rest will also be there. So let's see the types of motion. So first type of motion is translatory motion. So what is translatory motion? That means when an object moves permanently from its place, that is the translatory motion. That means an object is going to move whole, completely it's going to move. So this translatory motion, this is of two types. First is the rectilinear motion and second one is the curvilinear motion. So what is rectilinear motion? This rectilinear motion is also known as the linear motion. Now you are just going by the car and the car is just moving on a straight road. That means your car is followed the straight line. So this straight line motion is known as the rectilinear motion. And the meanwhile some turns are there. That means you are just going to follow this types of path. At that time the curve is formed over here. So when an object follow the curve path for its movement, that time that type of movement is known as the curvilinear motion. Now let's move towards the another type of motion, that means the circular motion. The circular motion. So what is circular motion? If an object moves around a circular path, suppose this type of path is there, and along this circular path the object is going to move and follow a complete circular path. That path is known as the circular motion. Let's see another one, the rotatory motion. So what is rotatory motion? The rotatory motion is related with the rotation. That means the motion of hand of clock. You are observing the motion of hand of clock. The clock is moving along a particular axis. Okay, one more motion is there, that the movement of blades of windmill. You are just observing the movement of blades of windmill. The windmills is going to move like this, 1 2 3. That means, and here one axis is there. That means the motion of an object is said to be in rotatory motion if that object is moving along a circular path with respect to an imaginary axis. That means there is no axis but an imaginary axis is there, and that imaginary axis is there, and as per this imaginary axis the object is going just like the hands of the clock and blades of the windmill. Now next is the oscillatory and vibratory movement. So this oscillatory movement and vibratory movement, this type of movement is the back and forth movement. That means the things are moving forward, then come back to its original position, then moving forward and then come back to its original position. And this type of motion is known as the oscillatory motion. Just like the movement of a person on a swing, when a person is going sitting on the swing and he is or she is going to swing. The vibratory motion, how we can show the vibratory motion? When you are just going to touch the string of the guitar, at that time the strings of guitar are going to vibrate. That is the vibratory motion. You can also check it at your home. Take a elastic rubber band and tie between your thumb and a finger and try to push like it. The rubber band starts vibrating, creating the vibrating. That shows the vibrating motion. Next is the repetitive motion. So what is repetitive motion? The motion which repeats itself after a particular interval of time. That is known as the repetitive motion. This repetitive motion, it is again of two types. First is the periodic repetitive motion. That means an object moves a particular intervals of time. That means a particular interval of time is there and that interval of time is going to repeat that thing, just like the rotation of earth. For the rotation of earth, there is a particular timing. On that timing, these things are going to rotate again and again. Now, the non-periodic repetitive motion. In non-periodic repetitive motion, that means the object is not going to repeat in a particular time interval. They can repeat it again and again after some time and again after the some time, just like the falling of leaves from the tree. Okay, that means you are getting understand. Now the next one is here, the random motion. The next one is here, random motion. In random motion, the object does not follow a particular path. That means the object is not going to follow a particular path, and that object can move in any direction, just like the movement of housefly. The movement of football during the football match. Okay, so the last one is the multiple motion. So what is multiple motion? It is clear from the name that an object perform the more than one type motion in a same time. Just if you want to see the example for this, the example is the drill machine. When a person is operating the drill machine, at the same time the bits of drill machine, they are just going to rotate, and the bit is moving in the rectilinear, so that the wall is going to be, there is a hole in the wall. That means drill machine perform the both type of motion, the rotatory motion as well as it also perform the rectilinear motion. So today we studied about that motion and the type of motion. Rest of the topic we will study in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.